Hey everyone, and welcome to Isaac's 3-month update. I'm so sorry that it's a little bit late, but Isaac is turned 3 months 7 days ago, so he is 3 months and 7 days. This is little Mr. Isaac, and he's here, just happy as ever. So we're just gonna get straight into it because there is quite a bit of things that he has gone through this month. And just a lot to update on. So here it goes. So Isaac is, first of all, let me just start off by saying that I don't know his weight. He will be going to the doctor here in a month for his 4-month update, for his 4-month checkup. And he will also be getting his vaccines and things like that. So for now, I do not know his weight, but as you guys have seen in his last video for his 2-month update, he was 11 pounds and 6 ounces. So if I were to guess, I think he would probably be maybe 13 pounds or maybe less. I'm not sure. So I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, so he has definitely found his voice more this month. He definitely found it fully when he was 11 weeks old. In that 11 weeks, he was literally just talking all the time, laughing. He was just expressing himself all the time. And it's just been so amazing to watch. He talks every time, all the time, and when you talk to him, he'll scream back, and if you're interacting with him, he'll copy what you're doing. So if you're saying something, he'll try to imitate it and just have a conversation. And if you scream, he'll scream, and then he'll laugh and you'll laugh, and it's just so amazing to watch how interactive he's getting with everybody. So that has definitely been something that has come out a lot this month. Another thing is he sits up in his boppy by himself, as well as his bumbo chair. So he sits in his bumbo chair by himself. He sits there. He actually prefers to be standing like this or sitting. He doesn't really like to lie down anymore. He wants to be a big boy and just be like everybody else. So for the most part, sometimes we do, most of the time, we do put him in his boppy chair while he's doing things. If we're sitting on the couch, he'll sit in the middle in the boppy chair, and we'll just be doing whatever. He is in his boppy chair quite a bit, and he is being watched, so we're there 24/7. We never leave him in his boppy chair by himself. But for the most part, we always keep his seatbelt on. And we also have the bumbo play tray as well. Even though he's not eating, we just always put that on so he can just play on it or anything. And just in case, nothing really happens. So that is that. And also, he doesn't like tummy time as much. He is slowly getting more used to it. We've been trying to transition him and get him used to more tummy time. So the things that we have been doing is that every day we usually put him... We started off with putting him a little bit until he starts fussing. And usually that... he wants to vlog too. And usually that lasts about 2 minutes. And then he starts fussing and crying and shoving his face on the floor. So then we take him out. And then the next day we'll just try to go for a little bit longer. And then we slowly progress him into a good amount of tummy time. We also have been trying to distract him with a mirror, so he can look at himself. And I found that those things tend to help a lot. He actually does stay calmer when he's able to look at himself. And we also put some toys, and we play with some toys so that he can be interactive, just to let him know that it's okay. And tummy time is supposed to be fun time. So we have been doing that, and he has been doing awesome with that. So every day we have noticed that slowly his time on his tummy is slowly starting to progress to longer periods. So he'll go from 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and slowly that has what we have been doing with tummy time, and I do find that it has helped. He has gained plenty of strength. He was always a strong baby, but he is definitely, starting to get there. Like I said in my previous videos, he did roll over from tummy to back when he was 7 days old, but ever since then he has never done that. Sometimes I'll put him in his crib and he is starting to move a lot. I'll put him, normally in the crib when he goes to bed, and he sleeps that way, just like normal, vertically. And then when I wake up, sometimes his head will be on the other side of the crib, so his head would be on the foot. So like his head would be where his, like, the foot of the crib. So it's just so interesting to see how he's starting to move his body around, and he almost goes from back to tummy. If you put him on his side, he actually tries to go on his stomach. So that is definitely some progress. And it's doing great. He's doing awesome, like amazing with it. So those are so far, like, things with his, tummy time being able to help. And on to the next thing. Sorry, I'm going to be looking down a lot because I have my whole list of notes here. So he's still wearing 0 to 3 month clothing. As you guys can see, it's still a little bit baggy on him. The pants do kind of get a little bit tight. And yeah, so he's still wearing 0 to 3 month clothing, and he is drinking about 5 to 6 ounces every 3 hours, I would say. He's getting a little fussy. What's wrong, Bubba? So anyways, yeah, so sometimes he would drink 7 ounces, so that he was drinking more milk. But now I have noticed that he hasn't been drinking like his usual. He went back down to 5 to 6 ounces, usually 5 ounces every 3 hours. I think he is teething, or he's starting to teethe, and he's feeling some irritation because he's drooling a lot, and he always has his hands by his mouth, and he always complains and just gets so whiny with his mouth, and he almost gets frustrated with his mouth. So like sometimes he just wants to like rip out his mouth. It makes, like, you literally look at it and it's like, oh my god, it looks like he wants to rip out his mouth because he's whiny and he's just itching and just pulling everything. And sorry about the lighting. So yeah, I am starting to think that he is starting to teethe. He does actually now started interacting with toys. He has been using teething rings and things like that, and he started chewing on those. So I think those are definitely a sign. And sometimes he's just really irritated, and there's just really nothing that you can do to soothe him. So he's not really that bad, but there are some times and some points in the day where he's a little bit irritated, and you can tell that he's a little bit irritated. So for the most part, he's doing great. He actually started sleeping through the night this week, which is actually supposed to be part of his 4th month update, so I'm going to leave that to that. But for his 3 month, he was actually only waking up one time, which was around 3 o'clock in the morning. So he would go to bed at 10 o'clock. He would be already sleeping. So 10:30, I would say. And then he would wake up at 3, and then wake up at 6:30, and then we would grab him and put him in our bed. And then he would nap a little bit more for about an hour and a half, and we'd just get up for the day around 8 o'clock in the morning. So that was good. And then I would get up, I would feed him, I would stay a little bit with him for about half an hour to 45 minutes, and then he would take the first nap of the day around maybe 9 o'clock. 9 or 10 o'clock, he would go down for his first nap of the day, and he would sleep for 3 hours. So the first nap of the day is the longest. It's 3 hours, and then he usually manages to wake up around 12, sometimes 1 o'clock, and then I would get his, I would play around with him a little bit. I would feed him. We would do some tummy time and do some of that stuff, and then he would go down for another nap, but not as long, maybe 1 hour. So he would probably go down for maybe 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock. I would say 3 o'clock, and then he would wake up at about 4:30, and then he would be up. And then we would do just normal things of the day. And then my husband would get home around 6. We would have dinner, give him a bath, and then he would nap a little bit more. And then he would go to bed at 10:30. He is his time every day. Every day, that's when he's tired and he just wants to go to bed. He just screams it out. He likes when I put him to bed at night, so I usually just give him a bottle and just rock him to sleep and snuggle him for a little bit, and then I would put him in the crib once he fell asleep. So one thing is he's really, really attached to me. Something that he has done, started doing this month, is when people are holding him and he wants to be with me, he would usually, look at monkey there. He would usually, he started to curl his lip, like do this little sad face, like, and start crying. And he just stares at me. He would stare and stare and stare at me when someone is holding him. And so he started to do that. So he's extremely attached to me. There's some points in the day where he just wants to be with me. If we're out somewhere, he just wants to be with me. Or my husband, he doesn't want to be with other people. He'll be with somebody for about 5 minutes, and then he's fine. Like, he'll stay with people. There's only certain times when he's like that, that he wants to be with me. So, like, he loves people. Like, he loves, like, you know, his grandparents and all that. He's really familiar with them. It's not because he thinks they're strangers. It's just because he's grown really attached to me, and sometimes he just wants to be with me. So, that's been something that we've been trying to figure out and really trying to get him, you know, to sway off a little bit, because we do want him to be able to stay with people comfortably, so, and be able to think. But nevertheless, I love it. I love how close he is to me. Another thing is he has shown interest in holding his bottle. He has been kind of trying to control my hand. I think I mentioned this in his last video, but if it's a small bottle, like this size bottle, like, he will hold it by himself when it's half empty, because it's light enough. If it's like a bottle like this, which is his usual bottle, then he will not, because it's heavy, obviously. Another thing that he loves to do is when he's falling asleep or when he's drinking milk, he loves to hold your hand and cuddle with you. He will grab your finger. He will just cuddle you, your arm. He just loves. He's really cuddly and really lovey-dovey, which is so cute, and I love it. So that's been something he just loves to do. Is hold your hand and cuddle while he's drinking or while he's trying to fall asleep. So anyways, what else can I say? He's actually wearing size 2 diapers. So he has been wearing size 2 diapers. I think in his 2-month update I mentioned that I was going to switch him over, or I have already switched him over. I'm not sure, but he is wearing size 2 diapers. What else? He loves bath time. He kicks so much. Like, he kicks the water so much. He has a blast in bath time. He just loves it. So it's just been so fun to watch him. Another thing is that he is actually starting to grip better. He grips things better. He grips, like, he holds my hair. He grips my shirt. He holds toys now. He's just an awesome gripper. So he started to do that a lot more this month. Another thing is he's not really interested. Oh, he's fussy. You see, it's really hard to make a video, guys, with a baby. So that's why I'm always late, or I can't manage to record many videos. So anyways, what else? So he loves his monkey blanket. He is obsessed with this little monkey plush toy blankie rattle. He loves this toy. He absolutely loves it. He has to be able to fall asleep with this. So when I'm cuddling him at night and rocking him to sleep, he has to be holding it. And he literally cuddles with it. He sleeps like this and holding your hand in your arms. He just loves to snuggle it. I will see if I can insert a picture of it here. That's him holding it and cuddling with it, and he's so adorable with it. It's just so cute to watch. So he has grown extremely close to his little monkey friend. So he loves that. Another thing is that he only has been waking up once a night, as I told you. And another thing too is I think he loves this monkey toy because he loves putting it against his face. He falls asleep when something's against his face. If my face is against his face, he'll fall asleep quickly. If this is, he just loves it. So I think that's one of the reasons why he loves it so much. He does the cutest thing, and he puts his hand on his passy so it won't fall out. He, like, when he's sleeping and, like, when he's trying to fall asleep, he'll, like, put his hand on the pacifier so it won't fall out. And it's so cute. The signature poses he does to fall asleep, it's just so amazing. Started to grab everything in front of him. So if he's taking a bath and when we're done, he has, we're like, you know, snuggling him up in the towel to dry him. He will literally, like, play with the towel, and he just wants to grab everything that's in front of him. Your shirt, your hair, his shirt. He's starting to grab his shirt and play with his shirt, and every little thing he wants to grab, and he's just so interested in it, and he's playing it. Another little thing he loves is this little, these felt cards that he has, and when you touch it, it crinkles because it has this type of thing inside where it just crinkles. He loves that, and he just loves toys because he'll, like, literally look at it and just stare at it and play with it, and he'll try to rip it apart because he doesn't really understand what it is entirely. So that's that. And he stares, he stomps his feet a lot. So he started, like, when he is, let me see if he can do it now, but if he's standing like this, he will stomp his feet. So he'll pick up one and he'll just go like this and he'll stomp his feet, and it's just the cutest little thing ever, to see how strong he is getting. So it's like almost like he wants to walk, and there it is. Go, baby, go. Show. Yes, go. So yeah, so he stomps his feet like he showed a little bit. He does do it a lot, like so. Are you gonna show you too? Okay. Yeah, so he's not having it right now. But he does stomp his feet a lot. He loves doing that. He loves pretending to walk. Another thing is that he sucks his 2 fingers. So another thing that he has been shown lately, and he actually prefers his fingers than his pacifier, he will suck these 2 fingers or these 2 fingers, and it'll be just the cutest little thing. Like, he'll be like, you know, like that, or like, you know, it's just so cute. And I'll try to insert a picture of that here. So it's so cute to see that, and oh my god, it just makes my heart melt so much because it's just so cute. I don't know where he got that from. I think that's about it for his 2-month. Also, his poo is no longer, sorry TMI, like an orangey mustard color. It has now turned like an orange brown. A green brown, like a brown, dark green. It has turned that color towards his last week of his 3rd month. So maybe, yeah, a couple days ago. So that has been that, but I think that has been all for his 3-month update. Thank you so much for your patience, and thank you so much for following us on this journey. If you guys want to see more videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to anything that you would like to, and I will be sure to get back to you guys on anything that you guys have questions about, and we'll see you next time. Bye!